Buddy, are you ready to play sports? I'm sure you are. Can I get a go sports? Go sports! All right. So I'm the last speaker. We will get to play in sports very shortly. My name is Melissa Moore. I use they and them pronouns, and I work with the Women's Rights and Empowerment Network in South Carolina. I want to take this moment to really lift up and dedicate this day to the trans and non-binary youth who have been at the center of the attacks from this legislative session, and so many sessions before this legislative session, to be honest. I want y'all to know that your existence is your resistance, and that you are not alone in that resistance. We are all here fighting alongside you, and ultimately, we will win. Love, dignity will win, and it will be our love for each other and our love for community and our solidarity with one another that will pull us through. When we defeat these anti-transgender bills, and believe me, we will defeat them, we're going to need to build the South Carolina that we want to live in. A place where LGBTQ people can not just survive but thrive. A place where our people can love who we love without fear of the state stripping us of our health care, our human dignity, or our civil rights. A world where trans people can live full and happy lives, in public if we so choose, or under the radar if that's our wish. Right now, there's a push to impose a social death sentence on our people by banning us from public life, or attempting to eradicate us through the heinous practice of what they call conversion therapy. Boo. Together, we will co-create healing spaces that can hold all of us, from youth to elders, and that are accessible to everyone in our community through a consistent practice of language justice, through disability justice, through racial and economic justice. We need to dream big and fight with every last drop of what we've got, because we are only limited by our imagination. We're facing some really grave threats from what seems like a fringe death cult in our government, who talks a big game about life, but whose priorities deal in death. They want to allow industry to poison our communities. They want to put more guns on our streets, to throw more people in prisons, and to execute them in horrific ways. They want to control our reproduction, control and limit our access to health care, but they can't win, because we are organized, we are pissed, and we are animated by the spirit of love for one another. I'm reminded of a quote from this pandemic, and it was one of my most favorite things that someone said, and I wish I could remember who said this, but it goes, "Your anger is the part of you that loves yourself. Embrace it." I am deeply inspired by this event today, and I've been deeply inspired by the way that y'all continue to show up. Your commitment lifts my spirits when I feel low, and I have had some low moments, I'm not gonna lie. I know that it's hard to keep fighting, but my mom was right when she said that perseverance is the difference between success and failure. Elected officials have the power to make and change laws, but we gave them that power, and we can take it away. The power that you and I have together is real power. That is why the death cult works so hard to silence us, because they fear our strength. So shake away that feeling of futility. Whenever we hear the voice of doubt, or we hear it said out loud from someone, push back. Tell it, I deserve to be happy. I deserve to be healthy. I deserve to live a life of abundance, and I am more than enough. We are powerful. We're leading, and we're making a difference. It will be hard. The road ahead is going to be hard, 100%. And we will not win every time, but if we keep our heads up, we support each other, if we stay accountable, and we keep up the fight, we will win, because we are right. So thank you for coming out to reflect on this long and hard legislative process. Thanks all of you who held that flag. Yes. I also want to lift up Ivy Hill, whose love for community shines from like inside out, who work so hard to bring services to us and into the community where we were holding our event. I want to thank the Lower Waverly Neighborhood Association for welcoming us into the neighborhood. We will be making a donation, and I encourage, like, if we can figure out where to make the donation, like, make a donation. Thank you so much, and we want to be sure that everyone knows that we're heading to the park now for some fun, games, food, and community building. It is a happy Sunday and a great day in South Carolina.